Good evening, everybody. Today we're going to speak about astrology in terms of what mantras mean in planets and the mantras that would help you balance the inner planet with the external planet. Every chakra has a planet as well, and each planet has a different area of your body that they govern. Okay, like for instance, the sun would be your right side of you, and the moon the left, and so forth. And then you have Jupiter in the second chakra, and you have Saturn, the base chakra. So each of the planets, you have to learn how to harmonize your inner energy with the energy of the planet outside of you. The way you can harmonize it is to send mantras into that different parts of your body with the right resonance. The most important is the frequency. If you don't do the frequency properly, you're not doing mantras to start with. And if basically when you do, the reason you do mantras is to activate the energy within you. You see, you can't yell out to God in heaven, but you can talk to the God within you. So the most important thing is when the God within you resonates, or the devata within you resonates, then you find that it resonates with the outer energies as well. Everything is frequency. The whole universe is run by frequencies. So how we resonate with the universe depends on how our physical resonance is, our frequency that we send out. Like the sun has a certain energy, moon has a certain energy. Like when you talk about God, there's only one God, but then the frequency, the energy that comes out of the God, that everyone has a different frequency. That's why you have thousands of deities, which means God has thousands of different energy frequencies that radiates from that one Parabrahman. Okay, the Parabrahman is neither male nor female. In the essence, is this: it has the energy of the female, it has the energy of the male. So, Tantra, basically, we normally translate that to Shiva and Shakti. Okay, the principal name, Shiva and Shakti, to say that Brahma, Vishnu. Brahma is the mother of creation and Brahma itself. Okay, that's different from Brahma, that is the Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. It's very different. They come from that Parabrahman. Okay, the dynamic energy is the Shakti, the conscious energy is Shiva. So now, having come to I hope you understand what I'm saying, in the sense that don't focus on singing mantras and feeling spiritual. The basic thing is this with Tantra, it's a science. It's not a religious belief. It's not something where you go on faith, but it's a science that connects you. You are the microcosm, and you have to resonate to the macrocosm. So today we're going to talk about how to resonate that energy within you, the planetary essence of the macrocosm, and to activate the planetary effect within the microcosm. That's you. Okay, so the first planet before you can go into the planets, you always need to activate the energy of Ganesh. Now, the Ganesh mantra, you can do two ways of doing it. You can just do bija mantras, which I've done a video that's already on the on the lessons in the school of Hindu Tantra, where you do Klim, you do bija mantras like Om to start with. So I'll give you a brief one again now, so that you know when you do Om how the sound should be. When you do any, because whether it's planet, goddess, or gods, the bija mantras are very important. They're the seed sound of the energy that we're trying to invoke. And Om is always the first sound. So with Om, you want to clear your space, your third eye. You want to connect your third eye, your inner wisdom to everything you do. So when to do that, you do Om first. With the Om, you do the very short O and a very long M. So you go Om, Om, Om. Then you have the sound I'm. I'm is for wisdom, and wisdom is also within the third eye. But when you do I'm, you want the sound to also invoke Mercury, which is speech. Okay? Because you want to be a good messenger of the divine. So when you do I'm, you go I'm. So when I do the I'm, I go nasal but deep so that it also tickles my throat, but goes up to my third eye as well. I look up at the third eye. I want the sound to also resonate in my throat. So I go, I'm. So my throat feels it and my third eye feels it. Then comes the most important deity that you normally do his mantra before you start any mantra. That is Lord Ganesh. He removes the obstacles. He removes the obstacles in your spine. Okay, he doesn't go and all the cobwebs in your spine, he removes them so that the energy of the mother can rise gracefully. Without him removing the obstacles, when the mother Kundalini rises, she is a bit more ferocious because she has to fight through all the barriers. And when she fights through the barriers to go up, you might end up in the mental home. That's all. Or you may have sinus problems, migraine, a lot. You might become a schizophrenic. So there's a lot of symptoms with people who actually force her energy to go up through yoga exercises, like Yogi Bhajan and different groups. And then they don't have an answer for the problem that they have created. The method that I'm teaching you all is this: you don't try to force anything to happen. You keep cleansing your body. And because you have the right combination of bija mantras, she also rises up each time in a very subtle way. So she releases a bit of her energy all the time. She hisses in. So when you do glum, you know your focus is that you want the cobwebs to be cleared from your spine so that Mother Kundalini can rise peacefully. Then you go glum, glum, glum. So then you find that the sound will go down your spine and it has to reach the base chakra. Then you have Hreem for the sun. You go Hreem. Basically, you want to feel the sound in the right side of your body or the right side of your heart. Then you have the bija mantra Shrim. Shrim is for the moon. You want to feel the left side of your body, where love, devotion, beauty is everything to do with grace, divine grace. You want because the feminine gives you the power of divine grace. So you go Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. Like when I do it, I don't cover any part of my mouth to do it, because I can close one part of my mouth and do mantra on another one. For those who are starting in the beginning, like when you want the sound Shreem, you close the right side of your lips. So along your nose, that right side, you close. So the sound only, your noise, the wind comes out only from your left side. So you find that the sound will also travel along your left side. And then you have a bija mantra for Klim. Klim is for Kamaraja. It is for Krishna as well. And it's also for the element water. Okay? Klim is a very powerful mantra. It goes with a lot of mantras. Then Klim, you want it to go down the central channel to your pubic bone. Okay, then you go Klim, Klim. So you take the sound down to and then you have Hrim. Hrim doesn't come in a lot of planetary mantras, but Klim comes. But since we're talking about mantras, I will still do the Klim. The Cream, you want to go like ice cream. Cream, Krem, or Krim. They normally spell Krim, but pronounce as Krem. So you need that. Cream. Because that's when that mantra is done properly. It's about prana. It's about light, bring light into your body. Okay? And power. And it's also, her mantra is also good for raising Mother Kundalini, opening up and also opening up your third eye. So Kleem, Kali mantra has a lot of functions. So you go Preem, Preem. So you want a sound to be in the third eye, you want a sound to be in the heart chakra, and you want a sound to travel down to the base chakra. Okay, they are the bija mantras that come within a lot of your mantras, okay? And then you have one other sound, Prim. Prim, you want it in the third eye, okay? It brings purity in you, or piousness, or the capacity to have devotion, okay? Bhakti yoga. It's a god of wisdom, eloquence. It's known as Brahaspati or Jupiter. And the sound is, you also want the sound in the third eye, so you do Brim, Brim. So you know one thing, when you do mantras, you can't sing. You have to always keep chanting the mantras with a certain frequency. So I've given you the frequency. Now what we're going to do is this. Look at each planet and look at the mantras. Now, the first planet that you always think about is the sun. Okay, the sun gives you life, gives life on earth. But before we can do the planet, sorry again, I forget that you have to do Lord Ganesh. So his mantra, okay, remember that I said where each sound has to go. Shrim and Hreem in the heart, Shreem in the left side, Hreem in the right side, Kleem to the pubic bone, then Glum and Gang go down to the base chakra, because Ganapati resides in the base chakra. So you go Om Shreem Hreem Kleem Glum Gang Ganapadaye Namaha Om. The importance of doing that glum, gang, because you want it to go hammering down to your base chakra. You want it to get rid of the cobwebs and all your on the way down to the base chakra. You want it to remove all the cobwebs. So you go Shrim Hreem Kleem Glum Gang Ganapadaye Namaha Om. Om Shreem Hreem Kleem Glum Gang Ganapadaye Namaha Om. So remember that when you do this mantra, you want that from the third eye to your base chakra, all the way along, you want it to be cleansed. Okay, so it's always important to start with Lord Ganesh. And those who have a guru can also do the mantra for a guru. Like here, I have the mantra for Lord Swami Shivananda, who is my guru, or is the one that I always worship before I start my mantras. Om Hreem Shivananda Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahe Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. Om Hreem Shivananda Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahe Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. So that gets, so you need Ganesh, you need the Guru. Now, the first mantra is for the sun. Or the first planet is, Sunday is your first day of the week. Okay? So is the sun. And it represents your father. Okay? It represents leadership, organization capabilities, activities. And so you need his power. You need you need the sun energy to be resonating in your body, because then you find that you have harmony with your parents to start with, your father. And then all your activities, you find you're more organized and you have this sense of leadership. That is something which is lacking in a lot of people. You find that there is one essence in the education system. It's all about passing exams and being good. But the question is this, it's not about passing exams. It's about learning how to use our brains. Education, that's why we go to school. We don't go to school to pass exams, though they expect you to. So basically, a lot of people go to school. The whole education system, wherever you go, whichever country you go to, it's a mess. So that way, you want the energy of the sun to be radiating in your body so that you will go on the right direction. So the mantra is very, very simple. You go, Hreem, 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 Suryaye Namaha Om Hreem, 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 Suryaye Namaha Om Hreem, 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 Suryaye Namaha. That's the sun. Next you have the moon, which represents your emotion. It's the female essence of you and your mother. Now, when you think in terms of moon, you also think about softness, grace, beauty as well. So you need the energy to permeate your left side of your heart, but also travel down as far as possible down your left side. So you got to keep your mouth in such a way that the sound will only travel on the left side. You can cover your right side of your mouth in the beginning, and when you learn, when your body and your mind within your body realizes that that's where the mantra goes, then it'll travel automatically. So you go, Om Shrim Hreem Kleem Cham Chandraye Namaha. Now with the moon mantra, we have the sound Kreem. Okay, the bija mantra is Kreem for Kali. So you have the bright half of the moon, the ascending cycle. You have the Hrim, and the descending cycle, the dark. Then you go into the Kreem, Kali. So you go Om Shrim Hreem Kreem Cham Chandraye Namaha Om Shrim Hreem Kreem Jam Chandraye Namaha Om. That takes the energy of the moon down your left side of your body. Then you have Mars. Mars, you want the energy of the stomach energy, the digestive fire in you to work well. You want power, you want pure divine energy. Like, for instance, the Hanuman, the monkey god. But very powerful, those who want to serve humanity. Mangal is very powerful for those who want to serve humanity. So you can either do Hanuman mantra for Mangal, or you can do mantra for Hanuman itself. Sorry, mantra for Mangal itself. Sorry. I'll do the Mangal one and then I'll do the Hanuman one. Shrim Hrim Kleem Mangal Namaha Om Shrim Hrim Kleem Mangal Namaha. So when you're doing Mangal mantra, focus on the sound all traveling to your navel, so that increases your digestive power. Then you have Anjaneya mantra or Hanuman mantra. You go Om Anjaneyaye Vidmahe Mahabalaye Dhimahe Tanno Hanuman Prachodayat. Om Anjaneyaye Vidmahe Mahabalaye Dhimahe Tanno Hanuman Prachodayat. Om Anjaneyaye Vidmahe Mahabalaye Dhimahe Tanno Hanuman Prachodayat. Yeah, I forgot to mention. The sun you do on Mondays, the mantra. Moon you do on, the sun you do on Sundays. Moon you do on Mondays. Mars you do on Tuesdays. Then we come to Mercury, which is Wednesday. Now Mercury, you want the sound I'm to be very strong, but also Shreem. So because Shreem has something to do with speech as well. But I'm is the main sound for speech. Now you have a choice of putting I'm in front or I'm in the back. So you can go Shreem Hreem Kleem I'm Buddhan Namaha Om Shreem Hreem Kleem Namaha Om Shreem Hreem Kleem Hrim Buddhan Namaha. So that will give you the power of throat chakra, creativeness, thoughts, intelligence, and speech. So you can do his main bija mantra Aim and focus on Mercury, or you can do the whole mantra. Then we come to a very important planet, that is Jupiter, his guru. If to do his mantra, you do it on Thursdays. And that gives you wisdom. It opens up, your focus is going to be in the third eye. It gives you spiritual understanding when his energy resonates good in you. Because spirituality is not about doing yoga and doing mantras. Spirituality is about knowing your spirit. You can only know your spirit if your subtle body is connected to your physical body. Most people, they are not connected anymore. So you want to connect this energy. Okay? And the planets help with the goddess mantras. So you go Prim Brahaspade Namaha. So when you do the brim, you make sure that the brim is felt in the third eye and the Om. So you go Brim Brahaspade Namaha. So when you're doing this mantra, make sure, when you're doing any mantra, make sure you're focused on the third eye. But more so, because a lot of times you can get into doing mantra and forget it. So whenever you forget it, then you have to go back into doing that. So this one opens up your third eye. Then we come to creativity. That is Venus, known as Shukra. On this one, I'm going to share with you all the easy mantra, which you can memorize and remember, instead of doing the very long version. So here, you want the Shrim and the Aim in this mantra, because it's to do with creativity, and you need wisdom as well. So you need the Aim. And you need inner prosperity, you need that love for yourself, the energy of love, which is Hreem, and also karma. Okay, you need all those elements to be together. So you go Shrim. All the sounds got to resonate in the heart, except for Om. So you don't do any of them very long, okay? So you go Shrim Hrim Kleem Hrim Shukraye Namaha Om Shreem Hreem Kleem Hrim Shrim, Shukraye Namaha. Because Shukran is in the heart chakra. So I keep all the sounds resonating in the heart chakra so that I can keep feeling the heart. Shreem, Hreem, Kleem, I'm Shukraye Namaha. So I feel the energy in my heart so that how it resonates in my heart is most important, because that is what makes me feel complete. Without the heart chakra being activated, there's very little hope for a lot of change in your life.
I'll take my watch back.
Now next mantra is Saturn. Saturn is a very interesting planet. He's in the base chakra. Now, but he also is wisdom, and he also removes ignorance. The veil that covers makes you ignorant. So basically, when he comes into your life, like every 30 years, 12 and a half years, he interferes in your life. He puts obstacles, he puts challenges, he puts things for you to actually think. Because if everything is good, we don't think. We take everything for granted. We live day by day, like go to work, come home, have fun. We don't think in terms of who am I, what am I. It's only the challenges that brings you the question, who am I, what am I. So if you don't have the challenges, you're not going to look at who am I and what am I. So Saturn's job is to put the challenges. So he's your best friend in all the planets. So don't get worried about Saturn return. If you do your sadhana regularly, Saturn won't disturb you. Because he only puts obstacles in your path because you are not going home. You're not focused on going home. You're focused on worldly enjoyment, limited lifestyle. You're not focusing on actually going home or doing something with your life other than going to work, making babies, having children, having a family. That's the whole cycle in life, okay? So when you come to my age, not even my age, when you come to, say, 50 to 60, you're meant to focus completely on your spiritual path. You got to prepare yourself to leave this world and not come back. Because we don't do that, we find new souls are coming into this world, and the old souls keep repeating themselves. So what happens is the population keeps growing. It doesn't reduce, because you have one person die, another person, you have 3 people coming back to Earth. So we need to focus on going home. That's why we came here. But then we forget when we're here, and we catch up with the system. The system keeps us limited within that space that they have created, an environment that keeps you away from your goal. So Saturn, in Kali Yuga, Saturn's job is the most difficult. So we need to focus on going on. So saying that, Saturn is your best friend. So his mantra is very simple as well. There you see Om and Aim comes in the beginning, which means you need to open up your third eye. Even though he is in the base chakra, but you need the power of your third eye. Then the Hrim, the Shrim, and the Shrim Shang is when you take it down to the base. Shang Shanisharai Namah Om. When you go I'm Hreem Shreem Shang Shanisharai Namah Om. 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 The next planet, actually, Rahu is not a planet, it's a north node, or what in Chinese astrology is known as the dragon's tail, dragon's head, or the snake head. Okay? The energy of Rahu, okay? You have to feel it's in your heart. You need that desire, okay, to fulfill your karmic lessons. If you don't have the desire, when I mean heart, not the pumping heart, sorry, the heart chakra. You have to feel in the heart chakra that you want to learn how to live, why you came here, to fulfill your purpose in this world. Okay, not to keep coming back again. So most of them, it's based on what you have to do. And with Rahu, you do the mantras on Monday, along with the moon. So you go, Rang Raghue Namah Om. So you feel the sound in your heart, okay? Rang Raghue Namah Om. Rang Raghue Namah Om. Then you have, that was the dragon's head, okay? The next is the dragon's tail. Okay, the south node. When there is an eclipse, you find there's a light on the bottom, and that's Ketu, and the light on top is Rahu. And with Ketu, you can either do it on Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday, the 3 days. And that is, his energy will allow you to go for spiritual enlightenment, or what we call moksha. So he's the one that helps you go on your journey. I like his mantra where you have, I do that more often than any other mantra. When I go, because to leave this world, you need the energy in your navel to be cleansed. because your DNA, your imprint of your past karma is stored there. And then the present karma will also get stored there. So you need a mantra that would get rid of that. So that Narasimha was in legend. He symbolizes the god that actually rips the navel. So there, and because Ketu is in the navel, you need that, and you need that your past to be got rid of, so that you can go into the next, you can go home instead of coming back here again. So you go, Naring. When you do that, Naring, you contract your stomach. So you feel the energy around your navel. Naring, 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 Narasimhaya Namaha Naring, 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 Narasimhaya Namaha Naring, 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 Narasimhaya Namaha. Or you can do another mantra is, you can send all the sound to, other than the Om, to the navel, except that you send the Kleem down to your base, to your second chakra. Then you go Hreem, Klim, Shrim, Ketu Namaha. So the Shreem will go resonant with Narasimha, because Lakshmi is the feminine. Okay, Narasimha is, it's Vishnu as Narasimha. So his Shakti is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is Shrim. So you send the sound down to the navel. Hrim, Kleem, Shreem, Ketu Namaha. Hrim, Kleem, Shreem, Ketu Namaha. Hrim, Kleem, Shreem, Ketu Namaha. Now you have done all the mantras for all the planets. Now you have to sit down and think what you're going to, how you're going to do your sadhana. You can, there'll be a copy of the video on YouTube and also in my lessons. So, but for the written mantra, you have to join the school of Hindu Tantra to find the notes for the words, and or you can find it on Facebook under notes on mantras. So what you have to do is this: you have to practice, okay? You have to do your sadhana every day. You want to go home, you want to be free of your pain in this world, then the only way is to do mantras. Mantra is basically sound. Your body is made of sound. 72,000 nadis in your body are all sound channels. So how you use your mantras to effect the sound channels is important. Now it's question time. If you all have any questions. So remember that sadhana is important and you have to practice every day so that you have a beautiful life. And especially now with the coronavirus and when we feel that we're trapped at home and we feel that we can't do much, things are not great. Actually, things are great. It's a time for you to think about yourself. Because we always think about what we're going to do, where we're going to go, how we're going to, pay our bills. And the worries are so many. Now you're at home and you've got to work from home. A lot of people are working from home. And those who don't have that, maybe you all have to start learning to do the same way I'm doing now. I've started the school of Hindu Tantra, basically because I'm already 77. I don't know for how long I can keep traveling and teaching. And then number two, I don't want the knowledge to die after I leave. Because what I'm sharing is very different. The concept is a bit different. Because in Kali Yuga, everybody took Tantra as a religion, more like a religious practice. Templeism. Every southern Indian temple is a tantric temple, but they never say it's a tantric temple. Everywhere where you find that they use bija mantras is a tantric mantra. Okay, the long slokas are the ones that are more Vedic. So everyone that does a bit of mantras with with bija mantras, they are tantric. Okay, thank you. No, looks like nobody wants to ask any questions, so I'll say thank you for being here. Vanakkam. See you next week again.